Can I say it again? Sorry, I'm having a little microphone problems here. Hold on. Because I'm just so damn excited. Of course, I have microphone problems right now of all times. I don't know what's going on. Why this? There we go. There we go. I'm having problems with the microphone right now, but woo! The Buffalo Sabres have won the Atlantic fucking division. Yes, you heard it here. The team that was in last place, may I repeat, last place in November, was considered to be a lottery team, wasn't given a snowball's chance in hell at literally anything, in November. That team, that hockey team, has just clinched and won its first division title since 2009, 2010. And how honest to God, I mean, how did this happen? How did this happen? Is it coaching? Is it the GM? Is it just the reaction to the firing of the previous GM? Is it the team? Is it a culmination of everything? It is absolutely mind-blowing that here we are at game 81 of the season. Game 81 of this season. And we are talking about the Buffalo Sabres winning the Atlantic Division. Where else, in the great words of Marv Levy, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? This is incredible. Tage Thompson scores his 40th with an absolute fucking cannon. I mean, he knew the second that puck was in his wheelhouse that he was blowing that puck to the back of the net. And he did. Like the moment you saw that puck and you saw him winding up, even with Spencer Knight moving over into position, you know, that puck's going in. It's going in. That puck is going in. He's about to score his 40th. And I'm absolutely dumbstruck at the fact that this hockey team just won the division. And I have some I have some chats in here. Rakeem Davis, Atlantic's division champions. I might keep that one up all show, at least for different portions of the show. And thank you, Rakeem, for the super chat, man. You are the absolute truth. You are an absolute beauty. Nobody out there better than you. And you're out here with us at 11, quarter after 11 at night. We're approaching midnight. And you're out here, you people out here grinding and staying up to celebrate a division title with me. And I couldn't be more happy to call you guys family, because that's what you are. Because you guys have been riding with me through this, through thick and thin from the start. And I wish like hell that my co-host Connor Hurley could be on the podcast with us tonight. Unfortunately, he had something urgent come up, so I'm just riding solo. But honestly, he's here with us in spirit. You know that. We won the division. He actually won the division. I have a request in here from Alex Puck. Can you start taking calls from fans on the show? I have been asked that a bunch, actually. Unfortunately, I don't know how to. Well, you need a delay for that. Like I just would. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how you can't really trust everybody, right? Like to come in here and, you know, speak clearly of mine, not come up, be a drunken slob or say something really ignorant and get a person canceled. Don't want that happening on my show. So until we find a way where we could have like a dump button or a 7-second delay button where I could literally just press a button and like dump the call and it just never goes on the show. Like, and I mean, that's probably going to take more money and more technology, but listen here, it would be fantastic for sure. But without a doubt, it would be cool to do something like that on the show, especially on a night like tonight. But I can promise you, I'm going to try and pull up as many of your comments as I possibly can. Always remember that super chat option. And I shout out again to Rakeem Davis here for for the super chat. Atlantic Division champions, baby. Can't wait for the playoffs strong. Playoffs strong. Hashtag let's go Buffalo. Listen, this has been quite the ride, right? Like 20 games ago, nobody really thought we had a shot. A shot at the division, even with the way Tampa's been playing. And listen, I literally, for all the people and all the fans that have been ride or die with this team, absolute ride or die, just through thick and thin. This podcast specifically, we've been going for almost 6 years now. This post-game show has been going on for 3 years. And, there have been nights where I've had to come on here and it's just been absolutely dreadful to talk about this team. And tonight, it was all a build up to tonight. And I couldn't be more proud to be a Sabres fan. Like, I don't know about all you, but I could not be more proud to call myself a Buffalo Sabres fan. This has been just an incredible experience this season. This team is so special. They really, really are. And I couldn't be more proud. And how this group has banded together. Sorry, I'm just kind of producing the show at the same time as talking to you guys. I can't multitask. And it's unfortunately why it's better to have a co-host on here with me. So there we go. Now we're done. Okay. Through all the bullshit that we've been through, especially on this post-game show for the past couple of years, watching, remember the Colorado game where they gave up like 4 or 5 unanswered goals? The amount of times they blew 2, 3, 4 goal leads, and to like literally be sitting here finally at the culmination, getting to that light at the end of the tunnel, and to be here with all of you. Like, look at me, look at all the moments like on this back wall. RJ, Ryan Miller, Hatchick. I got the Hatchick Hall of Fame plaque there. Ryan Miller, Pat LaFontaine, Rob Ray fighting Domi. Like, just like this whole wall. The amount of, like, it's just so finally sit here and call ourselves that now we're not just going to the playoffs, but we're finally just out of that dumpster fire that we were in for such a long time. And it always just felt like we were in this vicious cycle of never ending, just shitty hockey. And we're finally out of it. And I look at people like you in the chat, like Mauricio, who's been on the, watching and tuning into the show for a while. Alex, you too. I mean, Buffalo, big back. You guys have been ride or die. Mark Reddy, I know you've been in here for a while. I've seen a lot of hockey in my life, and if we get solid and it has to be exceptional, we can catch lightning in a bottle. 100%. Congratulations, boys. Pumped up. See you Wednesday for the playoffs. We are so proud of you. Definitely going to the airport. I think so too. I think a lot of people are going there. I think I'm just going to go. I got to work in the morning. I don't care. Do not care. If any team deserves it tonight, it's them. And got it done tonight. Yes, you are here, Boring Pyram. I don't know what your name is, but I got a feeling you're like multiple accounts in the chat. But this team is legit. Winning the division is one hell of a way to end the drought, right? Like, we were hoping just to inch our way in, find a way to get into wild card. I mean, we might, I don't know if first place in the conference is still an option. I think, like, I have no clue, but I mean, honestly, if it is, that'd be sick. It'd be sick. Another super chat. We believe our boys earned that banner. I'm so proud of them. Crazy excited for the game 1 at home. It's going to be incredible. Thank you for Are You Kidding Me Now? Couple clicks for you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I'm going to keep you up here a little bit, but I have to give some respect here to Mikey. 1 for each year of misery. You've earned it. We all have. Wow. $14, Mikey. You are incredible, bro. Oh my God. if you, all you people who are so generous with these super chats, can you please make sure you come if you can, if you live in the area, to the Fatty Beer Watch Party in Lancaster for the first away game. I want to meet you all. I want to have a beer with you. I want to split, swap stories with you guys. Just talk about our favorite and worst memories from this drought. Please, I would love to meet you all for your generosity, especially since we've monetized this channel. You guys are literally Carolina clinched conference tonight. So unfortunately, we have no shot at the conference, but whatever. Rest players tomorrow. Rest them all. Or I'm sorry, Wednesday. I know it's fan appreciation night, but I don't want to take any chances. Tage hit 40. I don't think there's many more milestones players could hit. I don't know, Darlene can maybe get his 20th goal, but I would just rest people, guys. Rest the guys. Still bring them out for the jersey swap. No doubt. And this team, outside of special teams on the power play, this team has been clicking on all levels all season long. All season long. Oh, just don't play Kessler or Timmins. I'll appreciate them more game 1 at home. I will gladly buy around. Thank you. I hope to see you there. Tuck maybe plays. He's 1 goal away from 200. He's already scored 199 tonight. Happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are all here. No doubt. And thank you again. I want to bring up, I didn't show enough love for you. We believe our boys earned that banner. I'm so pumped. I don't care if people want to judge division championship. Fuck it. Hang that banner. Hang it. We deserve it. This team deserves it. These players deserve it. These fans deserve it. And that one Twitter account at Sabres Banners, they deserve it. No doubt. So shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. I love Mikey's creativity. $1 for each year of the drought. And listen, guys, this has been a whirlwind of emotion today. This has been, watching and waiting for that team to finally clinch, to finally shout out to me. I gave you a shout out. Oh my God, guys, you guys are incredible. Oh my God. I want to come to the watch party, buddy. $20 Canadian too. $20 Canadian. I have no clue what that exchange rate is. But if you come on to Fatty Beer, especially if you're coming down from Canada, I will absolutely buy you a beer. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, please shoot me a DM. We'll swap contact information. We will definitely link up. We're going to do a live podcast. This is going to be so much fun, guys. I can't express to you how excited I am for that watch party. This is going to be unreal. Absolutely unreal, to say the least. And again, I couldn't appreciate your guys' generosity more. Oh, it's 14:05 US. Thank you, Brady Bunch. Thank you for the 2750. So I don't know what that means. 2757 or it's 14:05. Oh, $20 Canadian equals 14 years of drought on tap. I love it. 14. I think you guys are just throwing numbers out at me, to say the least. 99 cents. Thank you, Mike Fisher, for the super chat too. You guys are awesome. Make sure you leave your holy crap, man. I'm blown away by this generosity. You guys could literally give us nothing and I'd be happy because I'm just happy you guys show up. But I'm blown away by the generosity from all of you. This has been incredible. I imagine, from Real Deal Primer, you could probably see Colton Ellis on Wednesday. Unless Lyon is ready to come back and play, then I could maybe see him playing. Also, a couple clicks. Happy birthday to Rasmus Dahlin. What a great birthday for him, and a heck of a journey he had to go through. I see a couple people commenting that Dahlin should win the Norris. I'm sure a lot of you, we tweeted it out, the Chris Pronger quote, I think it was from Sportsnet, that Dahlin was his and Elliot Friedman's pick to win the Norris. And listen, I know the analytics speak to it, the numbers, the stats speak to it. I mean, Kevin BX, he seemed, the only guy in this list that plays in the penalty kill is Makar. Well, I mean, Dahlin has almost played 60. I'm not sure of how many minutes he played shorthanded tonight, but he's played over 60 minutes in shorthanded time this season. He does it all. He's feisty. He hits. He gets under players' skin. He can score. He's an unbelievable playmaker. He's an unbelievable puck mover, unbelievable skater. He legitimately does everything. Everything. And just, I know it's not part of what the award is. That's what the Bill Masterton Trophy is for. But how can you sit here and look at the season he's had and what he's had to go through to get there and not say that Rasmus Dahlin should win the Norris? Everything that guy has had to go through to get here. It's actually insane. Insane. What his fiance Carolina went through, and nearly passing away, needing a heart transplant, going through that, and then in that process, while all that's finding out that she was pregnant and they lost their baby, and going through that together, and then having to be away from her as long as he had to be. I mean, yeah, he was allowed to go back home, and that's a hell of a great gesture, especially in such an important season. The Sabres allowed him to go back to be with her. And, you have to imagine, not you have to imagine he was entirely grateful for that. Just to know, what he accomplished this season, breaking a 14-year playoff drought. It's insane. It's actually insane. And I think that he should be on the top of a lot of people's Norris votes. He should be. I don't care. I mean, it's the best defenseman. It's not the league's highest point defenseman. And how could you argue against it? Honestly, how can you argue against it? What's his face in Edmonton? He's such a one-dimensional guy. I forget his name. What's his name? He's horrible defensively, but he puts the puck in the net, and he has over 90 points this season as a defenseman. But who cares? It's about the league's best defenseman. And it's hard to argue it. It should be like him and Cale Makar. Evan Bouchard, correct. Yeah, Evan Bouchard. He's so one-dimensional, and his own team, his own fans call him out. He's bad defensively, so bad. If it's the best defenseman, it should be Rasmus Dahlin, because he literally checks every single box, and he has a high point total as for a defenseman. And just, I know you have to imagine people who are voting when they think about Rasmus. You have to think of that, man. You just have to. This guy accomplished all this season, everything that he did this season, and he had to go through what he went through with his fiance, with all the trauma that they went through in the offseason, having to be away from each other, and to still play at the level he played at. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And he's got my vote, and that's not even just a biased Sabres opinion. That's just the way it should be. It's just the way it should be. And I wish, man, if I had the money, I would get a 26 jersey with her last name on the back of it. Even though her last name will be Dahlin eventually. I'm not sure exactly, some people don't take their husband's last name. But let's be real. If you're going to do an honorary Sabres jersey, I know that I did the Lion King one. But if you're going to do an honorary Sabres jersey, man, you might as well. Might as well. So that being said, man, I couldn't be more. It's hard to find a team that you'd be more proud of than this hockey team right now. We had another super chat from Are You Kidding Me? Norris and Masterton for Dahlin, Jack Adams for Lindy, beers for the rest of us. Thanks for always showing up after hard games for all of us, Duane. I appreciate you guys more for being here so I could be here, because if I was just sitting here talking to myself and just ranting to myself with nobody to bounce this stuff off of, it would be incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. So thank you. Thank you to all of you. Because without you, I would pull my hair out of my head. I'd legitimately pull my hair out of my head. I'd smash my head against this podcasting desk, probably put a hole in the wall. Who knows? It's been absolutely it, it's been an absolutely incredible ride these past few years on this specific post game show, and almost 6 years now with two goalies, one mic. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know how we got here, and you find me a sports franchise, a sports fan base that had to go through more than Buffalo. You think about the Bills, a 17-year playoff drought. And then in the midst of that, while that's going on, we start a 14-year playoff drought. That's 31 years of no playoffs between both those teams. And we survived it. We survived it. Absolutely incredible. Thank you again. Are you kidding me? Not your second super chat. You're an absolute beauty. No, I'll read it again. Norris and Masterson for Darlene, Jack Adams for Lindy, beers for the rest of us. Thank you always for showing up after games for all of us. We have another one from Quintessence. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it right. The Buffalo Sabres really said we're either last or first, no in between. The Buffalo Sabres really ended the drought before GTA 6 dropped. Didn't have that on my bingo card. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a video game guy. I used to be. I used to love, the Xbox and earlier PlayStation. I used to play Splinter Cell games a lot. And I was never a big Call of Duty guy, but I love the Spider-Man games, the Batman Arkham Asylum games, stuff like that. Those were always dope. NHL, obviously, and Madden. But I remember I used to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City a lot. That was the last GTA game I played. So it's just an incredible accomplishment tonight from the Buffalo Sabres, and grateful from all of you guys just being as generous as you've been. And I will say this, me and Greg Day over at the Fatty Beer in Lancaster, we did get season tickets. We got season tickets for next year. So we will be at game 1 of the playoffs. All the ranting and raving. And we started talking about this on before, I completely forgot, honestly, that the single game playoff tickets were going on sale to the general public today at 10 a.m. And I tried to jump in, like me and Greg had started talking about this. If you followed around our video blog when we were in New York City for the Sabres Rangers game, we already had a ticket rep in the line. We were going back and forth about it. He had to talk to the wife. I had to talk, I just had to, kind of look at my own finances. And we're just we'll look at each other, talk to this, fuck it, let's just do it. We saw those ticket prices, and it's just we could do this, or we could just get season tickets. We know we're going to each go to at least 15 games, a piece at least. And, we look at this team and we see it as a mini team. We feel like they can sustain this success going into next year. So it's it's a great investment for us, no doubt. And we got game 1 tickets, because that was my goal, is to just literally be in the building for that first playoff game at a very reasonable price. And we were able to get that, thankfully. So, I'm super pumped to be season ticket holder once again, to get to a playoff game once again, be in the building, go party in the plaza, party with all of you at Fatty Beer in Lancaster. I did see a comment in here earlier about how far Lancaster is from Buffalo. About 20 minutes. I think you asked about a Coyote. Yeah, it is. In the village of Lancaster, it's super nice. So what they're going to do, and I know I've talked about on this show before, but what they're going to do is they're going to shut down all of guess we don't need palm trees after all. I couldn't agree with you more. Give Tuck 10 million, 2 to 3 years. Yarmo's burn. I did Yarmo. I think you asked earlier about going to the airport. I think we're going to do it. Fuck it. I think we're going to do it. Hopefully we get some, arrival times. Hopefully it's not too late. But listen, they shut down the entire street in Lancaster. It's called West Main Street, right in front of Fatty Beer. And they're going to put up a giant digital screen on top of a stage at the end of the street. So, we can all go out there, tailgate, watch. They're going to have food trucks, street vendors. I know 26 Shirts is going to be out there with some of our shirts on tap for you guys to buy and some of their own swag for the playoffs. So that's going to be fun. I'm super stoked, guys. This is going to be an incredible experience. And I can't wait to see all of you there. I feel pretty confident, especially from some people in this chat, that you guys are going to show up. And I can't wait to see you all. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying on longer. Don't worry. I can't wait to meet you all, hang out with you all, watch Game 3 with you all, do a live podcast. Are you guys losing your fucking minds? I hope you do. Can you put up us peasants on the right? I have been. You guys, it's always you two that complain the most about it, but tonight I'll deal with it. And honestly, this Byram and Alex, normally you're not even like actually making comments. You're just like kind of like being sarcastic. And I don't know like how I'm supposed to put those comments up. Duane, I'll drive to the airport. I got to leave now though, because I live in the Albany area. No, don't do that. Get some sleep. I'll post videos if I go. So, the make-believe's lost. I love it. Who finished dead last? Who has the best at lottery odds? Is it Vancouver? Did they pull out the best lottery odds? So, from Mark, Tuck has had the words about it's so much more than just making the playoffs. It really gave this team so much more confidence. You really do think back to that quote. You really do. You think about he did say it with confidence. They just don't want to squeak into the playoffs. They want to win the division. They want to win the cup. So I mean, and that's what he's a leader, man. This team, and that's a big part of the big reason. I truly do believe that this team, and I've said it before, I truly do believe this team on the ice feeds off us more than it has in the past, no doubt about it. Like, and they've even admitted it as much. Like, we show up, we fill that building, we're loud, we're proud. We're as much a part of this season as they are. We really, really are. I mean, I know they call the Seattle the 12th man. We're the 7th man. No doubt about it. They should put that on the cup when we win it this year. The 7th man, this fan base. How can you not? We've been so integral. And especially the ride or die people who've been here since day one through this whole drought, never gave up, never stopped watching. Yeah, there were times where we just couldn't even will ourselves to go down to the arena for a game or, and I get it. There are a lot of people who just couldn't, myself included. I put myself in, I couldn't justify buying seasons with my dad or my cousin. You just couldn't justify it. Because if you couldn't go to a game, you couldn't give the tickets away. It's a fact. So no one's making that up. It's just true. I give a lot of credit to the people who did have it within their financial means to have season tickets and not give them up. But like it's not a bad thing to say. It doesn't make you any less of a fan if you couldn't justify keeping your seasons. I couldn't. My dad couldn't. We couldn't. I don't blame anybody for that. How can you? Duane, are you anti us? We just want to make the show more fun. I'm not anti you guys at all. No way. Love you guys. I look forward to talking to all of you. This team is special, and I agree. They do seem to feed off our excitement. Sabres fans, they were loud at the end of that game because I know a lot of you could hear them cheering as the seconds ticked off that clock. They were losing their minds. Tankathon odds 1 through 5: Vancouver, Chicago, Rangers, Calgary, Toronto. Yeah, I figured Toronto probably, percentage wise has the best odds. UPL, let me see here. UPL taking the cage down the stretch has been clutch. I think, if Lyon is healthy, I still could have totally seen him getting a game, getting playoff time, because Lyon is just as big of a reason as this team being in this position as UPL's, if not more, because when this team was struggling to win and get points, he stood on his head. Even when they were losing or losing in overtime, he stood on his head. So you could start either of those guys game one, and I am just as confident in one as I am the other. Uh, Tell me about it. Even with free parking, you could not give them away. Uh, should me and Bor and Byron spend $800 each on game one to get wait till like the day before. Maybe they come down to 400 each. Because that's just I could never, as much as I love this team, spend a mortgage payment on tickets. That's a lot of money, man. Especially in today's economy. You just it's tough. I hope the arena starts to shake in game one because of how loud the fan base will be. I've said it so many times, guys. I've said it so many times. That arena can shake. Those walls can shake. No doubt about it, man. Those walls can quake, shake. That's how loud it gets in there. I felt it. And I think it's gonna be no different down at the KeyBank Center. And we'll see what type of setup they have. Hopefully we have an idea here in the next couple of days of what exact. I know what they're talking about, some type of setup in Canal Side. Hopefully we get a better visual, kind of like we got today with they did all the graphics already up on outside the arena. How about Tops over on Maple putting a Sabres logo as the O in their store name, Tops? That was pretty cool. Yeah, I think the coolest thing about this experience outside of the obvious, and that's breaking such a long playoff drought and just kind of reminiscing. And we're going to do something too here soon. We're going to do like a bracket. It's got to be quick. We're going to be quick about it. But we're going to do like a bracket challenge. We're going to take 64 drought moments, almost like a quick March Madness type thing. Let you guys all vote on your best of the worst drought moments. And as of right now, it's going to be us, the Charging Buffalo, the Sabre Report, and then the fourth will be Morning Cup of Hockey with the Daily Face-Off, Johnny Lazarus and Colby Cohen. I think they're gonna pick 16 moments, and we're gonna have a division for each of our podcasts and just pick one winner who's gonna be the biggest drought moment of the 14 years. And I think that'll be pretty fun, right? I'm excited. So Ottawa or Boston in round one. Who is your pick? Honestly, I'm gonna go Boston. They're not the same team that they've been in the past. They've definitely hung in there this season, and I'm pretty sure they've clinched already, right? Yeah, they've clinched. I think. I would go Boston. I think Ottawa is a tougher team to play probably in the first round. Not that I'm afraid of that. I'm not afraid of either team. But if you had my opinion, but then Jerry Swayman's very capable of stealing around. He just is. Man, that's a tough one. Like instinctively, like right away, I want to say Boston, but everyone is clinched. That's what I thought. I want my mouth and cheeks filled with fatty beer. You guys better show up. I hope you all do, man. I really, really do. I want to meet you all and pay back some of those super chats you guys and get you guys some beers. And you could be get on the waiting list to be a Mug Club member. It's a pretty cool it's a pretty cool membership to be a part of. You get dollar I think it's like half off or like $1 or $2 off of beers whenever you go in if you're a Mug Club member. And if it's if you go to Fatty Beer, like I don't use the word often, but enough, it's more than worth it, especially with how good this the playoffs are going to be. I would like to face Boston round one for sure. I wouldn't mind that at all. Fatty Beer in the Village of Hamburg is a cool spot too. Yeah, all of them are. Absolutely all of them are. The H isn't silent. I know the H isn't silent. I got you, bud. I got you. UPL let him play, or Alex Lyon looks injured, tired. Yeah, apparently it's some type of lower body injury. Thanks, NHL, for not having center ice in Brazil. Well, hopefully you find an illegal stream to watch. I hope you can. And make sure you subscribe to Two Goalies with Mike. Humble pump of the podcast there. Yeah, I think I would have to go Boston, though. I think that, for me, is the team I would most like to play. And it's probably going to come down to the final night of the season to figure out who exactly we're going to end up playing. So, from Mark, I'm so happy for all you young lunatics that bleeds blue and gold for the last 14 years, 20 years off of my life now. I've gotten them all back. I'm 38 years old. My earliest memories of the Sabres, like 95, 96, 96, 97. I've said it on this podcast a bunch, and I'll say it again. One of my favorite all-time Sabres moments has always been, always has been the 96, 97 team. I truly do believe the Sabres would have at least made the Stanley Cup Finals that year if Hasek didn't get hurt in the playoffs. You have the Garth Snow Steel Shields fight, the second round. But my favorite RJ call of all time, and I wish like hell, man, he was still alive to be a part of this season, be a part of this team, will always be the 96, 97 Derek Plant overtime goal versus the Ottawa Senators. Are you ready, Legion of Doom? Here come the Buffalo Sabres. Puck goes off Tugnuts, off Tugger's glove. Falls behind him, literally trickles across the line, and he looks behind him and he sees it goes across, and he just throws both his gloves over his mask in defeat. It was really just like the most perfect moment. And RJ was so good at capturing moments like that and making them memorable. And there's so many to count, man. So many to count. I did forget because I was so amped up to get in here with all of you. Duane, you don't look that old. Don't lie about your age. No, I'm I've never smoked. I don't drink. I've always kept myself relatively healthy. I'm 38. I was born in 1987. So I'm also 30. My first memory was the Mayday goal in 1993. Yeah, mine was like 94, 95, 95, 96 is when I really first started to get into hockey. My first, probably, I'll give credit where it's due. My cousin Kyle, I give him credit. He played hockey. I looked up to my cousin Kyle a lot. I hung out at his house a lot because he lived very close to me. Played, opening hockey cards with him, playing hockey, shooting pucks on his net in my uncle's driveway. Him and his neighbor Clint, they played for the Depew Saints back then. He was really, really good at hockey, like very good. I wish he would have kept on playing because I think he could have played at a very high level of hockey if he wanted to, because he was a very good player. I think he could add a future, but he didn't choose that path, and that was his choice. But my first hockey card was Brad May. My first jersey was Pat LaFontaine. I remember getting a Pat LaFontaine jersey for like my first communion, and I was so pumped. I ran outside to go play hockey, and it would rain that day, and I slipped and I fell in the grass and got it all muddy. And I was so pissed. I literally had the jersey for 10 minutes and it was covered in mud. And then, I watched Dominic Hasek play live for the first time, and I was hooked. I was like, I want to play goalie. I was like, I want to play goalie. So I started playing goalie in street hockey every chance I got. I wore the old Milac plaids with the foam and the plastic topping. A baseball glove for a glove, Franklin blocker. Used to wear a mask like his, not a goalie mask, but like a player mask, because I was like, idolized the guy. We wear a starter jacket for a chest protector and throw your jersey over it. Like all my old Hasek jerseys from when I grew up, they're all like dirty and dingy and stuff. I could take them to a dry cleaner, but it's because I used to play hockey in them all the time until it would get so dark that you couldn't see the ball anymore, and even then we would still try. And it was just a blast. And those are my earliest memories of hockey, and just going to games with my dad, going to finals games, watching Jeff Sanderson score, falling over Ed Belfour's pad. I have the picture here somewhere too. It's underneath the plexiglass in my podcast table. It's over here somewhere. Here's actually my first time One of my first times ever being on the ice. And I looked like such a dork. This is me and my dad. I played for the Rangers Regals team. And that's me right there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. The Coke bottle glasses. Look at that. Man, hold on. Let me see if I can turn this down just a little bit. There we go. Here we go. See that? Oh, yeah. It's me and the old man. Oh, yeah. So that was like, so my earliest memories of playing ice hockey, finally, when I turned 11 or 12, kind of got a late start. That was at Fireman's Park in Depew. I was so pumped. It was a skate and shoot, and it was a skate and shoot, and I was so pumped to play against, because I played nothing but really street hockey and roller hockey on rollerblade or roller street hockey up until that point, and nobody showed up to the skate and shoot. My dad let me skip school and everything, and nobody showed up. So my dad had to put skates on so somebody be out there to shoot on me. So Duane, you could have been in the league, my guy. I wish, Rakeen. I wish. It was always a dream growing up. Even going into my freshman year of high school, I still thought I had a shot. Like, no. Yep, Atlantic fucking Division champs, baby. We want the cup. We want the cup. Let's get cup crazy, boys. First jersey was Hasek, black and red goat head. Again, mine was Patty LaFontaine. I gotta change mics here in a second because the battery is getting a little low. But yeah, it was first card was Verada and Pekka. 92 versus the Sharks was my first game. I remember getting so mad at Owen Nolan in the All-Star game in 96, 97. Hasek was like playing such an incredible game, and he picked his spot, and he scored the only goal on Hasek in that All-Star game. But Hasek made like 25 saves in one period. He played incredible. I was so pissed off because Owen Nolan scored to ruin that for him. Man, he was so good, dude. He was so good, and it's so still to this day. It's like, I hate to put this out in the universe, but not winning a cup with Hasek, with how good he was, it would be like not winning a Super Bowl with Josh Allen. It would be criminal, and the Bills got to find a way to get that done, because it would be criminal. It'd be a disservice to the city and to the league. So, I always wanted a Plant or a Audette jersey, two of my favorites. I actually have a Derek Plant jersey. First jersey was Danny Briere, the blue Danny Briere. Barnaby hates Hasek. Yep, that's a well known. I also have a Shatan jersey. Yeah, let me hear what jerseys you guys got. Old school jerseys. Let me hear your pre-drought jerseys and your drought jersey. Let's see it. Don't worry, Duane. There's a multiverse out there where you win the Stanley Cup championship and the Vezina Trophy. Maybe. I like to believe that there is a multiverse, like that is really a thing. That would be cool. I have to unplug the microphone, unfortunately, because we were running out of battery, and I need to plug this bad boy in. But yeah, it's I have so many. I have a Derek Plant, Miro Shatan. I mean, I have every Hasek jersey he's ever worn in his career for the most part. I shouldn't say his career. I think the only one I don't have the time he played with Ottawa. That's the only one I don't have. Oh shoot. I don't know how. Oh, that is bright. Hold on. That just got really, really bright. Hold on. Just want to turn it down a little bit. There we go. Whew, sweating under that white light. Got a Pekka jersey, but it was a custom made one when they brought back the goat head a couple years ago. But he was my favorite player growing up. My dad has a signed wrist line 50th anniversary. I have the Darlene 50th anniversary. Voxoff Verada black goat head, it rules. My stepmom had like a massive crush on Voxoff Verada, and I still say I don't know why. He didn't look like that much of a, no offense against Voxoff Verada, but he did not look like an attractive guy. He like a caveman essentially. But my stepmom had a huge crush on him for whatever reason. Fun fact: my wife had a crush on Alexei Zhitnik. Not sure why. I had a picture. We used to do, my dad, when he had club level seats, when they first, back when it was Marine Midland Arena and then HSBC Arena, we used to get invited to these dinners where you could dine with the Sabres. And I have a couple of pictures at his dinner table with Zhitnik. He's super nice guy, man. He was such a cool guy. I don't know if who in the chat remembers is old remember the Sabres Carnival. Sabres Carnival was incredible. I don't know how many you remember that, but I used to have such a good time going to those. I live in Cleveland. Mirror would be a tough one to wear out in public here, not knowing how to pronounce the last name. Whatever, man. Whatever. I also snagged a Braun jersey off eBay. I got a BU Eichel jersey with some beer stains on it. Love it. I mean, if you forgave Jack Eichel, it's a nice jersey to have. Still got my Ryan jersey. I got a Ryan Miller slug jersey. He was always my favorite goalie growing up. Same here after Hasek. I mean, we had such a good run of goalies. For if you're Hasek and Braun in between Hasek and Miller, I mean, he had a run of some very good goalies. Don't know my next jersey, but my son has a blank red goat head Thompson. I think I might be in the process. I got to text the guy back of buying a blank red butter knives jersey. So I'm excited for that. I got a Hasek butter knives jersey too. Yeah, dude, some cool stuff. Some really, really cool stuff. And I actually, hold on. I'm going to see if I can grab it real quick. I want to see if I have it handy. Okay, so this right here is legitimately like the oldest piece of Sabres memorabilia you can have. This is from their inaugural season. See that? So season ticket holders who are like, like inaugural season ticket holders got Sabres like this. They were made in like England. It says, by appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, sword cutlers, Wilkinson sword, London, made in England. And it says it's engraved to commemorate the entry of the Buffalo Sabres into the NHL 1970 coach Punch Imlach. It's got the Sabres logo engraved in it and everything. I mean, it's in phenomenal condition. I found somebody online that was like trying to get rid of it. And illegal position of a weapon to wave. But I bought it off him. I'm not going to tell you how much because it was a lot. But super cool to have. It's numbered 556. So, I mean, I don't know how many of these they actually made or how many like initial season ticket holders they had. But I got number 556. So, just a cool item to have. Eventually, I'm going to put it in a case and probably put it on the wall. I do have bigger dreams of a studio and stuff like that. And, I think that's when I would probably, hang that up somewhere. I could do it back here, I guess, but you put this right here for now. I don't want to, play with that, poke myself. We're all witnesses. How much, Duane? Sorry, it's not for sale. We call Verada the unfrozen caveman winger after a classic SNL sketch. Let me see. My friend Mike, his dad Mike, has an OJ jersey that he isn't allowed to display due to his. I have a signed white CCM Pro jersey. That's a super nice jersey to have. Had a Patrick Coletta jersey when I was maybe 10. I have a I love John Scott. Why not? Great jersey. I don't work for them anymore, Alex. So sorry. Might have to buy more jerseys or the Mitchell and Ness vintage jerseys. Love those since the Fanatics ones are such garbage. They really are. The Fanatics does a terrible job with those jerseys, by the way. They are awful. They are not good quality jerseys. Absolutely terrible. And listen, it's man, who do I still want? I'd like to get a Josh Doan jersey. He can be here for a while, and he's such an easy player to love. He really, really is. I would get a Josh Doan jersey. We're giving away a Josh Doan jersey. I think it's part of my pin tweet. We need like 200 more followers on Instagram to give away our first jersey, and then as our follower count gets higher on Instagram, we give away more jerseys. We have a Levi, a Bowen Byram, and the grand prize being the Josh Doan jersey. So if you're not following the podcast on Instagram already, just go do it. Help us get to 1,000 so we can give away this first friggin' jersey finally. Game worn Shatan jersey. Love it, Mark. Benson is also a good choice for a jersey buy. I'll wait until he's signed. I know they're going to sign him, but I'll wait till he's signed. Another easy player just to love. Benny the Brat. I really want that to catch on. I want to pull. We did come up with a few new designs too. I'm going to pull those up real quick. Let me see here. We did come out with some more designs on the 2 Goalie 1 Mike store. Pull that up real fast for you. Let me share my screen real quick. So any of you guys out there who are looking for playoff swag, we have playoff swag for you. So let me see, share screen, 26 shirts, share. Let me pull this. Let me pull this out here. 1 second. And then here we go. So here are some of the new shirts that we have. Let me give you guys a better look here real fast. The Ellis Island t-shirt. And again, these are all available in t-shirts, fitted t-shirts, crew necks, and hoodies. I love the design. Ellis Island, the harbor of all saves, if you guys can see that. We have the Benny the Brat, Guardian of the Boards. Benny the Brat, from when he had a black eye. There's a picture of him on the bench, and we did a caricature of it where he's celebrating with his team, and that's legitimately like an image of him on the bench from back when he had a black eye and that cut on his face. At his helmet, it was a great picture, so we call it Benny the Brat, Guardian of the Boards. We got let's see here. We got the Finally the Drought is Over shirt. Each year of the drought. I think that's a pretty cool design. In 2026, finally we did it. It's over. And then we got I like this one person. This is my favorite. Welcome to Malintown. Malintown. They both, him and Pominville, it's a playoff Pominville. Welcome to Pominville. They both wore 29. Again, a player just been such a glue guy for this team. Personal favorite of mine. So if I'm going to suggest a shirt, I would suggest getting that one. And regardless of what your opinion is of the current goaltending situation, I think you could always, we'll get this one first. The blue and gold till I die. Peyton, remember the picture from a couple weeks ago, Peyton Krebs jumping against the glass and, celebrating with the fans and look in each other's eyes. We got that one right here. Again, blue and gold till I die. You do have the option if you just want the image and not the writing, you can do that too. You can special order it like that. And then of course there is the Lion King. It's a playoff, the Notorious B.I.G. picture from when the Biggie Smalls wore the crown and chain. We did the same here and wrote Lion King in gold there. I have that shirt. It's super nice and it fits real well. So, and again, all these come in, crew neck, long sleeve, t-shirts, fitted t-shirt and hoodie. So you can't go wrong. And again, if you buy any of this stuff, you support a good cause, you help a family in need, because part of the proceeds of each purchase does go to a family in need. So appreciate if you guys, could kick in and, come represent we'll have some of these hopefully for sale at the watch party. I'll have to talk to Dell about it, but hopefully you guys, just go again right here to purchase. You go to collections, friends, 2 goalies, 1 mic. It brings you right there. So easy squeezy, lemon peasy. So I'm going to stop sharing that finally. Let's get back on the grind here with the right overlay. Boom. But yeah, I'd love to see you guys out for the Fatty Beer Watch Party wearing some of our swag. That would be cool. Again, beers on me if you do. No doubt. So, hey, Duane, what's your LinkedIn? We should connect. I couldn't tell you what my LinkedIn is, bud. I haven't been logged into my LinkedIn probably in 10 years. The last 2 jobs I had, the one I have now and the one I had before, I thought were going to be careers. So I never really felt the need to update my LinkedIn. So yeah, I I don't use LinkedIn. I don't know what the password is. I have no idea what the login is. So unfortunately, that's out of the question. If you want to link up, man, just come to the Fatty Beer watch party in Lancaster. I'll be there. Duane, you should make the drought shirt $14. I mean, that's if proceeds weren't going to, I'd be all about that. If it was up to me, because that's a decision for 26 shirts. Not like I'm passing the buck on them. But B, also, again, part of the proceeds for every shirt go to a family in need. So, yeah, that's why the shirts cost as much as they do. We have some bad luck in picking jersey order. Kane, O'Reilly, you have 3 Eichel jerseys and a Cousins. Yeah, bud. Well, I mean, you could turn, actually, no, you can't turn the Kane into a Norris because it's the old navy blue. Same thing with the O'Reilly. Man, that's tough luck. That's tough, bud. What number are the Eichel jerseys? Are they 15 or 9? Because if they're 9, they have the captaincy on it, so it's not like you can turn them into a Norris. Unless you can get like a commemorative patch on it. Maybe. Then you get the RJ patch over it. I don't know. Like get them to take the C off and put like maybe like an RJ patch over it. You could always do that. I meant 14 for the drought, but no, I get it. $14 for the drought. I totally understand that. But I can't make the decisions on pricing. And again, part of the proceeds do go to a family in need. So that's why the prices are where they're at. So I have a signed 15 Eichel jersey. He signed it after a loss. I think Danforth is 15 now. So it's not even like he hasn't played a game since the start of the season, really. So such a terrible injury for him, too. The broken, cracked up, messed up kneecap blocking a shot. Ballenstein blocked a doozy tonight, man. That looked painful. That guy is an absolute fucking warrior. He is such a warrior. Lindy wearing the division champion hat. The post-game interview was great to see. That's a purchase I am absolutely making. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Need a division champion hat. Take my money. So I did forget to give some love to the sponsors tonight because I was so pumped to get out of here with you guys. But shout out again to Fatty Beer Company, Western New York's premier market and tap room with over 300 beers to choose from at 7 different Western New York locations. If you need a beer, get on over to Fatty Beer. Let them know we sent you over from 2 goalies, 1 Mike. Keep your eyes and ears open for more information on the Fatty Beer watch party. As I mentioned before, shutting down all of Main Street in the village of Lancaster. Going to have like 1,000 people out there. Going to have a giant TV screen for you guys to watch the game. And we're going to shut down the street, have street vendors, food trucks. Come have a beer with me. We're going to do a live podcast. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. So it's I can't wait. I hope you all show up because I can't express it enough how much I'm looking forward to meeting some of you. Maybe we'll have you on the podcast too, depending on how the whole setup is and whatnot. So, and shout out to our sponsor, Extreme Discount Mattress, Western New York's finest selection of mattresses and adjustable beds, featuring the cool gel memory foam, 2-sided mattress, Tele Latex, organic mattress, Chatham and Wells, and of course Scott Living, all for 1/3 to half the supposed sale prices anywhere. So stop into their 7 locations across Western New York or check out their new website, extrememattress.com. That is extreme with an X. If you're looking for more savings, check out the new closeout center at 1625 Walden Avenue in Cheektowaga. Up to 80% off their already low prices. You can save a fortune on one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and floor samples. Get a quality mattress for literally pennies on the dollar. Extreme Discount Mattress. We sell mattresses for less. A lot less. And remember, if you mention you're a fan of 2 goalies, 1 Mike, you get yourself a free mattress protector with the purchase of any mattress at Extreme Discount Mattress. So if you need a new mattress, say, hey, I'm a big fan of 2 goalies, 1 Mike. Get yourself a free mattress protector. I mean, I keep wrong. It's free. Free mattress protector. So, number 1, baby. Yeah, Joey Hatch. Good to see you in the chat. Yep. Sabres have clinched the division. Yeah, and it's an unreal feeling, guys. It really, really is. Just excited. So excited. Maybe I'll go down to the Sabre store. Maybe they have them in stock already. Division champion hats. Go buy one in person. I'm going to go to, before we get out of here, we've been live for exactly an hour now. I'm going to go to Inside the Locker Room brought to you by Fatty Beer Company. Again, Western New York's premier market and tap room with over 300 beers to choose from. So we'll bring them up real quick. Just give me one moment. Let's see here. Right. See here. So Inside the Locker Room brought to you by Fatty Beer Company. From Lindy Ruff on the division title. It means a lot. Division champions from where we came from in December. I'm going to enjoy this hat for one day and start working on the next hat. I love that quote so much. Ruff said the PK was great tonight. They needed that, especially the 5-on-3. Ruff on the scene for game 1 at home. I can only imagine. Come on, Ruff. I wish you just drop an F-bomb. It's going to be fucking incredible. Because it's going to be. Absolutely. It's going to be incredible. Ruff says these last 4 months have been so much fun with this group. From Darlene on Tage Thompson. He's ramping up for the playoffs. I like that. Darlene said it's unbelievable the type of support they've had this year. The fans keep pushing them every night. I said that earlier. Like the fans are a very big reason why I think the team is performing at this level every single night. They feed off the energy. No doubt about it. We are the seventh man. Samuelson says Malenstein is a warrior. Welcome to Malentown, baby. Samuelson says the PK on the 5-on-3 was played positionally really well. Said Tuck played it great on the top. Those are moments where guys need to step up and make a play, and we did that tonight. Samuelson on division title. It's a cool accomplishment for the guys, especially guys that have been here a while. Some bad days over the years. Obviously, bigger things we want to do. Thompson's on reaching 40 goals. For me, when I'm scoring and helping the team win, it's become something that should be a standard for myself. Again, love hearing that from Tage. Tage said a couple of guys had tabs on the game in Tampa. Thompson says he's really happy for the fans knowing what they have gone through. Thompson says the tough journey to get here makes this feel that much better. Says it's just the start. Tuck says, I'm not going to be sleeping much over the next few days. Says he's so excited to play in the first playoff game at KeyBank Center this weekend. Tuck, more from Tuck, we're hungry. Says they keep asking themselves, what's next? Who's next? Bill Goldberg. Who's next? You're next. Right? You're next, Boston or Ottawa. Tuck said it was a great performance by the PK. They really gave them a boost in the third period. Tuck said on winning the division, that's awesome. Really proud of that group. It's something that feels really good, but we got a bigger goal in mind. It doesn't mean anything unless you raise the ultimate trophy at the end of the year. You love that, man. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Incredible. So, no, you're next. I love it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in here. As long as we've been, we still got over 100 strong on YouTube. You guys have been incredible, and thank you so much for the generosity tonight. You guys are the real MVPs. We didn't really get much of the game, and what went on during the game. Tage getting 39 and 40, Darlene passing Rene Robert, and franchise. Like, is he now in fourth, or he's in sole position of fifth for assists? And he's 24, 25. So also just an incredible accomplishment from the captain. McLeod, how that last goal, the fifth goal, just the pretty passing on that play and just getting that done, and McLeod finishing. I can't look at a moment other than the power play. Man, they really need to do something with that power play. Really, really do. 5-1 versus some chumps. I love it. Yeah. That's all I got, guys. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so much for the super chats again today. I mean, if you've enjoyed this podcast, and you're audio only, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. You can find us there. Just search Two Goalies, One Mic. Please leave us a 5-star rating. It really, really, really means a lot. If you watch on Twitter, you can find us at Two Goalies, One Mic. It's at Two Goalies, number 1, then Mike, MIC, at Two Goalies, One Mic. You can find myself at Duane S39, at DUANE S39. You from my co-host Connor Hurley at CHeroes13. We are with the Built-in Buffalo platform, so make sure you give them a follow. We're on Instagram, same handles. And of course, I see you all following along on YouTube. Pretty much all of you on YouTube that are in the chat for the most part. Please, for the love of God, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, hit the little bell icon, turn your notifications on so you know when we go live. So you can obviously interact. This was a good game. This was a good post game for interacting with you guys. I had a lot of fun with this one. And this was a very sweet, bittersweet moment. Even though we kind of had a feeling this was going to happen with the way Tampa had been playing, the way we dominated Tampa for the most part all season. I knew it in my heart the first time when we beat Tampa 8-7. I knew it then and there. We are going to win the division. It was our division to lose. I go back to that game. Go back to that post game. You heard me say it. And Curls didn't necessarily disagree with me. He's like, oh, well, no, I knew it right then and there. This team was winning the division. You can go bookmark it, go listen back. I said it. And I couldn't be more proud of this group, man, especially from where they were and what they had to go through to get here. Darlene for Norris, Darlene for Masterton. Be criminal if Lindy doesn't win Jack Adams for Coach of the Year. I'll hang up and listen, guys. I love you all. And as always, go Sabres. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.